It's an inner-city state school that's so prestigious it employs an investigator to weed out families who are rorting the system to enrol their children there. But now Brisbane State High School is calling on the Queensland Government to introduce a cap on enrolments to tackle overcrowding.
The lengths people go to get a good education for their kids.
The big problem is, I guess, what I'd call catchment fraud.
At the highly sought-after Brisbane State High School, there's serious overcrowding, and families in the catchment say some are fudging the system to get their children in.
All the units on Montague Road and families are living there, but they're obviously not, and kids go there after school and turn taps on and run electricity, so they look like they're living there.
The school predicts it accounts for an extra 200 students per year. To prove students live in the area and are genuinely part of the catchment, the school has had to implement an extreme vetting process.
The hoops we had to jump through to prove that we were legitimate catchment dwellers was tough.
You have to provide quite a lot of documentation. Actually, other mothers and I were joking that if the school someone wanted to hack the files, they had bank accounts, birth certificates, they could probably do an identity theft, no problem.
The problem is so bad, State High employs an investigator and works with police to stamp out fraudsters.
The end of that process is ripping a kid out of a school. And no matter what you might think of what their parents did to get them there, this is still a child.
Now the school council is urging the state government to cap enrolments.
Make sure that cap is generous. Make sure it allows for everyone we know lives in the catchment and a lot more. And that's what we've proposed. But when that cap is hit, you can't enrol as a local entry anymore.
But the Education Minister says that won't fix the problem.
It is not part of government policy, but we will continue discussions in relation to that. But we think the answer is providing additional schools.
I'm not happy with the state government's response. And yeah, they just seem to be scrambling to sort of keep up with the demand.
The government plans to build a new school in the inner south by 2021. Kieran McKechnie, ABC News.